Welcome celebrity chef, cookbook author, television personality, Vikram Vij here with a brand new book and memoir called Vij, a Chef's One-Way Ticket to Canada with Indian spices in his suitcase, appropriately titled. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Namaste, pleasure.
Namaste. It is a pleasure to have you. And this is it's a deeply personal memoir. Why did you feel it was time for you to put your life story on a page, on many pages?
You know, there comes a time in life where you need to share what happens in your life. And I think by sharing, you're able to either inspire people or be a mentor to some people. And what I wanted to do was let people understand that, you know, you could have really humble beginnings and still get to the point where you want to be and you make your life very interesting. And obviously coming from India, you know, I think I'm like a kitchen knife, you know. I was made and forged in India, and then I was, you know, beaten and sharpened in Austria, but I was shaped in Banff or in Calgary, for example, or in Canada. And I have always loved that element of sharing. And I think the time had come to share those personal stories, especially of the Banff Springs Hotel, which did so much to me, especially of Calgary. And I still remember this. If I needed to buy cilantro in Calgary in 1990, I would have to go to that like little specialty store where there was like, you know, only a few Indians lived here, and you would have to go and buy it. What a great job Calgary has done.
Yes.
That you can buy anything anywhere. You know, you can go to Cookbook Company, you can go anywhere else and buy these beautiful spices that are available right now. So as a city, I think Calgary has grown so well, and I've loved it, and I wanted to showcase that in the book.
It's an interesting growth, and I think for people who are fans of yours and who have seen you on TV and a great amount of success, with success, there's the other side of the coin as well, and so you really do dive into you know, some of the struggles that you had as a business person and an entrepreneur and managing all of those things. For you in your career, how do you define success today?
You know, success is not a pill that you take in the morning and then you're successful in the evening. It doesn't work that way.
No.
You know, success is hours and hours. I mean, I left India at the age of 19, and until 30, I just worked for somebody else, learning, you know, honing skills. And then I decided to open up my own restaurant. And that was another 20 years of hard work.
Right.
So success doesn't come to you just because you think you have a great idea. You have to implement the idea. You have to work on the idea. You have to work hard at it. Make mistakes. And you will make mistakes. There's no question about it. Every immigrant, anybody that comes and wants to do something new, you're going to make a mistake. But the bottom line is how you get up from it and how you motivate yourself. And trust me, Banff and Calgary have taught me so much of how to survive. My survival instincts have come, and I was able to deal with a lot of personal stuff as well because I'd gone through so much here in you know, where I was living.
And you detail it and you wrap it up with your 8 tips for how to be successful at the end of the book. So you'll have to pick it up to see that. What excites you now? You've been back in Calgary, so you've had the chance to eat here. What excites you in the food scene?
I think one of the things was I was talking to one of the chefs last night, and the conversation was, look, Calgary has an ability to bounce back from whatever it happens. So over the years, whether there are small little restaurants that are opening up, but the fact is that you see that these chefs have honed their skills everywhere, and they've come back to these little small towns wherever they live, and they've put themselves on the plate. And they've created that creativity. And that's the true essence of Canada, is that these chefs have learned, you know, at great kitchens in the world, but now they've come back and, you know, put the food together on a plate. And that's great. And I think we should tell the people of Calgary and everywhere else, go out and support these young chefs.
Yes.
Because if you don't support them, nobody else will. We as Canadians need to support our local chefs, our local purveyors, our farmers, our people who grow canola, you know, people who work so hard in order to give us the bounty.
Of course, and the passion is there and the talent is there. I like that message. Thank
Yes.
you for that. Well said, my friend. And you are back. You are back here with an evening at the Cookbook Company. So if you have the opportunity to head down tonight at 6:30 p.m., you can learn more about your life story and a beautifully written book. Here it is, 3 years in the making, and you can pick up yours as well. Thank you so much for sharing just a small tidbit. It's been interesting to dig into your journey and it's in these pages. Thank you so much.
Namaste again.
Of course, the door is always open here in Calgary for you. It is 7:58.